program manager he's currently the program manager at National Incubation Center, Karachi. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the guru of entrepreneurs. Over to you, Mr. Azfar. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Thank you.
See your screen as well.
Thank you. Great. So thank you, Fareen, and thank you to the organizers, especially Ms. Rafia Mudassir and the Nurul Huda Foundation for inviting me. This is a great opportunity to share what we have learned so far. And uh, so, a brief about myself. Basically, I'm with the NIC Karachi for the last 2 years, and the topic of edupreneurship is so close to my heart because the biggest reason is the potential of edtechs in Pakistan and across the world, and that too after the COVID lockdown, is immense. And we have seen the growth of most of the organizations that are either providing an edtech solution or working on an edtech solution, working on content, working on platforms that are enabling students, teachers, parents, and innovative ways where we can link the entire education system. So this is happening in Pakistan, this is happening globally, and we have seen that uh, all the academia and especially entrepreneurs that are working closely with academia, they are getting great success as well as acceptability. So this is a wonderful topic, and in the next 10 minutes or so, I would like to share my experiences and my and what I've observed as a key benchmarks, as well as the happenings that have the ecosystem of Pakistan has seen. So a brief about myself. It's in the it's you can see in the screen as well. I have MBA by qualification. I have more than a decade of experience. My experience includes, as Fareen has mentioned, but currently for the last 5 years or so in the entrepreneurial and startup ecosystem space. Uh, two years at the NIC, and before that, I was at the HEJ incubator. I have set up the largest technology incubator, science incubator in the country, under the guidance and supervision of Professor Dr. Atar Rahman. So I've worked over 200 startups. Many of them are edtechs, many of them led by academia. Currently as program manager NIC, and then uh, another reason for my interest and close collaboration with academia is that I currently on the advisory board of 5 universities in Karachi, and I've seen the how it's so important to work on innovative solutions and technology solutions across. And academia is actually very much leading this space here. So, a brief about the NIC Karachi. NIC Karachi is the largest technology incubator of Pakistan. An incubator is a place which, for those who are unaware of this phenomena, incubator is a place which helps enables new businesses, which are known as startups. We help them, we enable them, we help them by building a network, we help them gain investment, we help them on the curriculum side, we help them develop their products into better and market fit companies. So this is a national initiative backed by the Ministry of IT. It's a federal initiative. We are run by a private organization, which is a leading private organization by the name of LMKT. It's a leading technology company based in Islamabad, and the parent company is LMKR, which has offices in 3 countries, including Pakistan, Dubai, and in the USA. So our focus is to be the catalyst or the hub of entrepreneurship in the province. So that was about, and we work closely in partnership. So we are based in the NAD University, which is a premier engineering university of Pakistan. And yes, our technology company LMKT works very closely. And then we are funded by the Ministry of IT and its special institution by the name of Ignite. It's powered by the Ministry of IT, but it's an independent company inside the ministry that helps new businesses, and it also helps. So some of you who are part of the audience or are my fellow presenters, Ignite has a great program for those who want to really learn digital skills. So Digi Skills by Ignite is the largest digi learning or digital skills learning platform in the country. So it's a great opportunity for anyone who wants to skill or who wants those want to enable digital skills. You can get the benefit of digi skills by visiting the Ignite website. So now back to our topic, the interesting topic of edupreneurship, or we can call it a amalgamation or a mix of where entrepreneurs can leverage the education sector. So this is a deal flow. Uh, Deal flow is basically where investment come into the country for new businesses. So we can see that 2020, the investment into the startups was $65.6 million that came into few of the selected startups, and most of them are technology companies. But the next slide is more interesting. So most of the businesses that benefited out of this foreign investment uh, were either fintech, which is financial technology, health tech, and e-commerce. But to all of your interest, edtech sector or the education technology sector is one of the preferred sector for investors that have invested in companies that are based in Pakistan or have a global outreach. So, like I shared earlier, it's very important to know that the potential is so immense for new businesses, especially those that are doing that are in the academia or in the education sector, and especially those who are leveraging technology to share the knowledge and share their experiences. So it's great time for everyone. Then we so basically we
Sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Asfar. Before before your session, we have run a poll here.
sorry.
We have run a poll here that should teachers be entrepreneurs, and 58% teachers believe that yes or no or maybe. So, like how you can guide teachers to be entrepreneurs in this? Do you think that in this pandemic, is it like beneficial for the teachers to have this feeling of becoming a entrepreneur at that time?
Okay. So I think so. I'll skip the great rules of startups. That was my upcoming slide. To your question, I think so. What we have learned so far and what we have seen that yes, there's a great opportunity for teachers to be entrepreneurs. Teachers want to start their business. Teachers want to be but the biggest challenge is the outreach, and biggest hurdle
Yes.
for them, most of them would be how to leverage the technology. It's not as easy as it used to be, because obviously most of the technology is now paid, and the marketing of it is through different sponsored mediums. So it's not easy to find this. But my only advice to most of the teachers, especially, and everyone in the academia, please focus on the missing links. I have seen that there is a little or no content that is in Urdu or in regional language on YouTube that is of good quality. Yes, we have good startups. Some of them who are associated with the NIC. We have good great names like Sabak and others that have tried their best to have best content in Urdu. But even on the learning side, even on delivering something that is, for example, I would not find good content on how to have effective communication in Urdu. Let's say I will not have good content telling me about the geography of Pakistan in Urdu. I would not have good content in teaching someone basic, especially if the audience speaks or understands Urdu or Punjabi to learn English. Yes, we will find something from our neighboring India relating to that, but we will not find many good content creators from Pakistan. So many of the topics they can be as easy as teaching someone mathematics uh, or geography or history lessons or anything that appeals to people. We don't find good content. Uh, Textbook content will not get much of a leverage on the online side of it. Why I'm a proponent of online business? Because as we speak, we will face another lockdown in Karachi and Sindh. So we the greatest option or the biggest opportunity will be online business. So unique content will sell. Unique content has worked for most of the companies. We have great example of even leveraging only technology and then working on content as well. If you guys have noticed how Baiju has performed in India, it's a $1 billion company, and it's now a content creator. It's now an LMS. It's a learning management system. It's enabling different tuition centers in India. It's doing everything. But to start with, if we see good ed techs like Khan Academy, even Sal Khan, the founder, started off with good content just on YouTube. So my advice would be to all the teachers and all the academia that is part of this debate is to connect with great minds. And even if you have good content or simplified content, you just need a YouTube channel. And there are great platforms. I did share a slide on it. Um, Platforms like Wix that are absolutely free. It's so easy to use Wix and create a website. Even for someone who does not know how to code, you can just use the platform and just launch your basic website, a Facebook page, and a YouTube, and start creating content that will easily leverage your product, your company, as well as if you intend to go into academics only, that will serve as a great platform for your marketing. So good content will attract people towards you, and then you can obviously share a basic. Even if someone really wants to go into basic academic teaching online, good content will bring in clients for them. So content, content is the way forward. And I have a slide on it, but I think so. We are running out of time as well. So, best example of an entrepreneur, and I usually share it for teachers, is the example of Jack Ma. I think so. He's one of the most successful businessmen. He founded the company which we all know, Alibaba. It's his net worth is more than $43 billion, and the biggest motivation for him to start his business was that he had this power of speaking and connecting in English, and then that gave him the access to different markets, including the USA, and to start off his business. So, especially those who are good with communication, and most of the teachers are, they are excellent communicators. They have this concept of problem solving. So that's the best time for all of you to use this lockdown to have your YouTube channels, to have your Facebook page, and to create good content. That's the start for our edupreneurship, in my opinion, for all of you. It's not a great time for big brick and mortar setups, because the lockdown will force us to be at our homes most of the times. So learn those skills. Just have your channels, upload good stuff, and start your business. So that's the message I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Asfar, for your input. What sort of edtech startups do you have? The teachers who are coming to you at NIC or at Ignite. So, what are the projects? Could you elaborate on some that have been successfully launched?
Yes. So there are different types of startups that are in the education, especially in the education space, which we call the edtech. Some of them are plain, simple school management systems that are usually uh, launched by someone who's good with technology and really wants to help a school system or a management of the school. So some of them are just school management systems. Some of them are learning management system where they have uh, launched their solutions, and they see that uh, the problem is not just solved by Google Meet or Zoom or Microsoft Teams, and you really want to have personalized lessons and other resources on it. So they have worked on the learning management system. Some of them are just content creators. I'll give you the example of Sabak. I'll give you the example of S Corp. There are other startups that are based in Islamabad, like Talimabad. All of them have benefited from the Ignite program. And Talimabad, for that matter, has actually helped the segment that was out of school, and they have gained GSMA grant, which is an international grant, and they have gained a lot of traction. So there are at CASA, there is another startup by the name of Knowledge Platform. They have gained great investment as well. And then there are STEM-based startups as well, which are helping the schools as well as STEM education, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. So the focus has always been either on the learning management systems or the school management systems, or content that is unique. So some of the startups that we have seen that have gained traction are not into just academic learning. Some of them have gamified it. There's a very good startup by the name of Kar Mukabla, which is founded by Amir Ahmed Khan Saab. It's a very good startup and it's based at NIC as well. So it's really, really beneficial. So there's lots of happening. So one is on the management side, some of the startups, while other startups are purely creating content. I would say that content for the early end startups would be a great kind of opportunity. I would like to just share this slide if you can see my screen. Uh, and that's why I kind of shared this in my presentation as well, that most of the educators I meet are not that tech savvy, and the techies are unaware of the overall education system,
Yes,
and this is a
exactly.
great missing link, and no
No,
one is really.
Yes, I relate to this that you just mentioned, because for developing something, a platform or an educational website or anything, I feel that they are very good with tech, but they do not understand the requirement of the education. Right now, I feel that what we need is not just learning management systems, but assessment. Some startups for assessments, making assessments easier to do online.
As you rightly pointed out, I think so. The best example is Kar Mukabla and others who are in the similar sort of a mindset where they are gamifying things. They are giving quizzes. There are opportunities for educators to have a content that is that can be assessed, or that can be some quizzes that can be uh, more of a offered to students. But yes, there's a lot of space there, as you have rightly mentioned, and we need more aggregators of that sort. So but work on it's very easy for an in my opinion, if good content is created by educators, there's a lot of space in Pakistan. Even you don't need a fancy app, or you don't need to code to have your website done. I think so if most of you guys work on good content, create a good YouTube channel, and then launch it, that will be a great starting point. I would
Yes.
suggest that all of you start your YouTube channel and actively market each other as well, so that you all of you gain traction. At least those who want to collaborate with each other, so that we have a great kind of momentum to it.
Okay, Fareen, any questions from the audience? You may ask Asfar, or comments, any interesting comments.
There is one question. Okay. Uh, with no concept of working from home in Pakistan, do you think that will teachers get more flexible job opportunities or things like that?
With an option or with no option of working from home? Your question is that we don't have an option for working from home, or
Yes. With no option
we
of,
don't have. Sorry.
with no concept of working from home in Pakistan, do you think that after pandemic, will this lead to more opportunities if teachers will, engage themselves in entrepreneurship and become an entrepreneur?
Yes, because so there are other challenges as well, and I would be very frank, because this is a very great. The platform is of amazing people that really want to change the world in terms of giving great insights and knowledge to students, and obviously uplifting the society. So I'll be very honest with you. The challenges of online place in Pakistan is because of the perception of some of the uh, decision makers of not really leveraging it. So we don't have the infrastructure as well to back it up. That's why some of the employees, be it in the education sector or otherwise, they are uncertain of giving someone work from home assignment, because obviously you don't have the hardware. Then you have energy crisis in the country, where you have then your internet is not that great, and there are the other problems. That's why the work from home culture is not just there. But if you see what's happening around the world, there are millions of students that have uh, gotten into admissions into big universities, and they have not yet seen the physical environment in the last 1 year or so because of the COVID. So it's great opportunity for, even if we say that we continue this physical setup, and let's assume that we have a hybrid setup. The online side is with us only. We are at our homes, and we have just a little like 1 hour or two at our disposal, then even in that scenario, we can have an online presence, we can have an online channel, we can create some good stuff. Um, Regional, I would again emphasize we need to have regional content uh, for the interest of the audience. Websites like Daily Pakistan and Urdu Point might not have the best of the quality content, but the way their Facebook page and their YouTube channel is progressing, the biggest reason is the content is in Urdu or in Punjabi, which is the majority, you can say, the language of Pakistan. So we need to work on Urdu content. We need to work on good content. So that can be done, even if obviously, and you have rightly pointed out, work from home is still an alien concept in Pakistan. So
Exactly.
we can create our good content whatever time we have at our place or during the week.
And I think that this after this pandemic, this will lead to many opportunities because now people are, aware of the flexible opportunities. They are, trying to get those, and people are actually offering them. Okay, there is, there are 2-3 questions related to the YouTube channel. That how to, make it more, to get more likes, and people are really finding it hard to compete the YouTube world. So, what is your view about it?
So
इसमें I would start, I would just give one direction to it, that why are you creating the YouTube channel is important. Are you there to compete with other teachers, or are you there to learn and share your creativity? That actually will define. So
I
if
think
you're
it's the
getting it,
content that, yeah,
that already Asfar mentioned, that create more content, and as you create, you keep on improving. So अगर आप competition करने जा रहे हैं अपने दोस्तों से, and it's not for learning, then of course you will find it tough, because there are thousands of people creating and putting it up on YouTube.
yes.
so
Okay,
so
and
Yes,
I, I think so that I think so basic simple recorded content will not work. Snippets will work. Small, you can say that we used to have great codes for learning chemistry and physics during our school days, and we always remembered our teachers who have given us tricks of the trade, and we always remember them for giving us great cues to our overall different formulas and all. So this will work. This will work for when you have small content that is engaging, you will have more audience. When you have like 5 to 10 minutes of great engagement, even in Urdu, even without effects, it will create more impact. But if you have a longish kind of a 30 minutes, 40 minutes class lecture, it is very unlikely to get populated or in terms of getting popular among the masses. So that's why I gave you the example of Urdu Point or other content creators who have those basic stories, but they have it in a small kind of a package where 8 to 10 minutes is enough to get traction in terms of so this is a better strategy when it comes to popularizing your YouTube channel. After that, once you are popular with the audience, you can then experiment with content that has uh, I'll give you one example. If you guys have seen some of the TED talks, those talks are very brief on some of the issues are very pertinent. Some of the issues are new to us, and we have and some of the issues are very basic, to be honest. But the way the storytelling is done, the narration is done, and how they really use time, especially 8 to 10 minutes in telling their story, I think that this will be the best way to kind of teachers to get topics or interest or content towards their channel. Once people are at their channel, they can use their Facebook page as well. They can do WhatsApp for marketing for their YouTube channel. I'm emphasizing YouTube channel because the monetization is easier, although it's way low than you have in United States and other countries, but monetization is easier, and then content resource library is easier to make in terms of having an organized YouTube channel. So you can have all the social platforms, but focus on YouTube at the start.
Okay,
And
we'll take
basically, Sameer, just a minute. There are a number of questions related to how to be popular and everything. See, this is just a basic session that I actually asked Asfar to join us to give the idea that एक चीज entrepreneurship भी है, which the teachers should now be aware as they are putting up their videos on different social media platforms. Some people, and it is the time now that they have gotten comfortable to it. So the basic guidelines Asfar has just said, but if you really want to learn how to be an entrepreneur, then we can have a 3-hour session later on post summit, like we are having one on assessments. So we can organize one on entrepreneurship also, because this is what everyone is asking कि subscriber होने चाहिए, क्या होने चाहिए, तो ये तो फिर उसकी nitty gritty है how to do it. But for teachers, I think the students is your audience. First, your own students are the audience. They should be there. They should be commenting, helping you improve and giving you feedback. G. Asfar, you want to add something?
I think so. That's why my focus was on content, because then even the basic content that is shared in a very you can say easy and sorry, can you guys hear me? Can you
Yes, we
guys hear me?
can. Yes, yes.
So yes, so content that is easy to understand, and uh, uh, that's brief and to the point. You can start it off. As Rafia rightly pointed out, that you can share it with your students as well as your network around, and especially if you kind of tagged it in the right format, then you'll gain audience. You can even share it on WhatsApp as well. So yes, we can have a discussion on entrepreneurship, obviously as an option, but I think so these 15-20 minutes was to share you the opportunities around, and it's a great time. And the missing link, as most of you must be seeing the slide, this is a big way out for most of you. If you guys know any techie, if you have any technology person in your family, be it your friend or in the family, this is a great time for teachers to work and find a great solution where most of the solutions or softwares have failed. And I know for sure that most of you, while teaching online, know that there are flaws in some of the solutions that you guys are using at the moment. So you can work on a solution, you can either work on a content, you can work on on something that has not done by teachers. Like even for school management systems, I don't think so most of the teachers or the academic decision makers or school owners are involved in a way that they should be in making a solution that has to be used by schools and institutions. So you guys can have the input on this. These are different ways of entrepreneurship. People are doing entrepreneurship even having those merchandise for different students. Some of them have done it around the world, where they have just customized it. I share you an example of USA, where an art teacher just started selling customized uh, t-shirts of some of our students, where some of their paintings were scanned and made on the T-shirts, and they started selling it. So it's just the opportunity, it's just the problem solving of it, and the entrepreneurship starts right away. So you can I'm a proponent of online businesses, but at the same time, um, physical or brick and mortar solution can also be there.